Hey, Homestead Prepper. Okay, this is another edition of the How to Log Splitter video series that I'm doing. I need a reservoir for the hydraulic fluid, and what came to mind was this beer keg. This is a pony keg. This holds about 7 3/4 gallons, and this thing is pretty beat up, and it's pretty ugly. I don't know if anybody wants to drink any beer out of it, but you can see it's got that hit right there, and you can see where someone has heated it up for, I don't know what they were trying to do, but anyway, it's very ugly, but it should serve my purpose. I'm not going to be entering the log splitter in any beauty contests, and if I do, I certainly will come in dead last. So this is going to work. Now, this was picked up for a few dollars. These kegs are ubiquitous. They're all over. Now, this is a 6-barrel keg right here. Now, this one's in pretty good shape. I'm probably not going to be cutting this one up, but this one, you could use this too. And there's a lot of conjecture on the size of the hydraulic reservoir tank for a log splitter. So I think that 7 3/4 gallons is going to work. That one would probably work. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to, test it in action here. So let me make some modifications to this one right here, and we'll see if it'll hold water, and more importantly, we'll see if it'll hold hydraulic oil. I need a way to vent this thing and also add more hydraulic oil without rain pouring in the thing. So I happen to have a stainless steel fitting on hand. This is actually for another project I'm working on, and I think this came off of eBay, and it was like $8, and that's with free shipping. So I'm just going to solder that on there. It actually needs to be a little bigger, but I think it's going to work for this application. On the bottom, I'm going to be putting this 1-inch thing. I'm going to drill that out and solder that on. Now, this is galvanized. I don't have any stainless steel fittings like I'd like to have right now. I also have this right here. Now, this is going to be like this, okay? Because I've got the tank upside down right now. But I'm going to drill that out, and this is 3/4, and I've got to have a filter for my return. So that's going to go in there like that, and that will be below the oil level, so I don't get any air in there. I mean, there's other ways you can do it. This is the way I'm doing it. So, and if it doesn't work, I'll cap it off and I'll move it. So, all right, well, let's get this thing soldered on here. All right, let's make a hole. Alright, there's my starter hole. I'm going to use my step bit. I got it drilled out. I didn't drill it out all the way. I got it where this will screw in here. I'm going to screw this down a little bit farther so that the bottom of it doesn't pick up all the trash and debris. It will be just running right in there. And this is, like I said, is on there pretty good. It's just screwed in. I can unscrew it. But I got that ready. I just need to sand this, get this prepped for the solder. I'm going to attempt to solder this galvanized steel nipple here to this stainless steel tank. So let's see if we can make it happen. All right, well, with stainless, we want a little bit of a carburizing flame here. Of course, this torch is kind of wore out right here, but we'll try it. Heat that up. I already sanded the base metal. Kind of a dull red color. turn this around. It's pretty good. So we'll just let that cool off, and then I'll clean that up, and then we'll move to the next one. Some of the flux broke off. Alright, I got this one soldered on there. See, it doesn't look all that great, but it looks like I got good penetration. It just needs to be cleaned off. So, but with solder, you gotta let it cool, or you'll actually end up moving what you're soldering. So let's let that cool off. I've got the thing cleaned up a little bit. I guess I could do a little better job, but you know, I don't really think it's going to make any difference. But you can look and see how the solder joint or braze joint, how it turned out pretty good. And I don't have any leaks right here right now. Let's come up here. Get up here a little bit. And this is the other one. I've got that one capped off. And you can look around that and see I don't have any water leaking. And right here, guys, you can see what a good job I did of welding. No, I'm just kidding. That's factory welded. This is what I soldered or brazed or whatever you want to call it, and that seemed to turn out pretty good. It's not leaking, and I just happen to have this cap on here. I do have it filled with water. Now, a lot of times you can fill something up with water and it won't leak, but if you put like diesel in there, it'll find a crevice and it'll come out. So let me fill this up with some oil and see if we get a leak with that.